Morning, guys. So my brother got in town yesterday, and he's actually going to film school this summer. So we're gonna do some edits. So I think he's working on one of those now. Last night we went for a leg workout, then we got some sushi, and now today filming for some stuff, some projects that he's working on, and then we're gonna go for a back workout later this evening. So I've got some egg whites with one whole egg scrambled. Burnt them a little bit. Some hash browns, also burnt a little bit, and some turkey bacon, which is in the process of burning. And I'm gonna have a fruit cup as well. Alright, so guys. Alright guys, so last night, my boy Pat and I went for a leg workout. Like I said, my brother filmed for us. And so basically, I'll just take you guys quickly through what it is we did. So I've been kicking off all my leg workouts, unless I'm deloading, with squats. So what we've been doing is having like a benchmark weight that we just aim to hit every day that we go in for legs. So for me, that's 365. And then based on how that moves, I'll either move up or I won't. If it moves fast, I'll add 20 pounds or so, do that for another set of 5, and then I'll move up until I get to the point where I'm at about an RP of 9. So just as an example, last week I went in, it was a late workout, it was like 10 or 11 p.m. before we got the chance to train. I put on 365, and for the first set of 5, it moved super slow. I was already at my RP 9, so I didn't actually increase. I just did straight sets with 365. Yesterday I went in, the weight was moving super fast. I felt really good, and so I went up as high as 405 for my top set. So then after the squats, we moved on to walking lunges. Those, I think right now, are my favorite exercise to target the glutes. Today I can barely bend over to even put on my socks in the morning. I'm just so sore, and while soreness isn't necessarily the best indicator of muscle activation or even less hypertrophy, I do think it's a good sign that you are hitting the target area that you're trying to hit. Then we did some Romanian deadlifts. We were really focusing on like the stretch and the contraction, really focusing on getting a good mind-muscle connection rather than just moving the weight. So we actually went quite a bit lighter than we did in the last 2 weeks. And then we finished off with some leg curls and leg extensions, more in the like metabolic stress zone. So we were doing 15 to 20 reps with those, with a really slow eccentric again on the lying leg curl. And that's something I've just been focusing on in general with my training, is really thinking about and activating the muscle that I'm trying to work. And if that means that I have to bring the weight down a little bit, then it's worth it for me. And especially with the muscles that I've struggled with getting a mind-muscle connection with, so things like biceps, where I tend to do a little bit more cheating, or hamstrings, or rear delts. With those exercises, I'm really being careful to make sure that I'm activating the muscle that I want to activate, and I've been really noticing some good results because of that. Alright guys, so I'm going to put the edit up on the screen. Thank you, Brad, for this awesome edit. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next clip, and we're going to hit some back tonight. focus on form today, especially your hamstrings. Oftentimes people tend to go too heavy on these, and even though you can move the weight, your lower back ends up taking over too much. All right, guys, I hope that you like that edit. So I've got some work that I need to get caught up on for clients, some programs and email, stuff like that. And then for the rest of the day, I'm actually going to be helping out my brother. He's doing a film short, so I'm going to help him out with some of that stuff. And we've got another edit coming later this evening for back day. And it's going to be even better than the other one because my brother had his camera die just as we were about to go work out yesterday for the leg day. So we ended up having to use like my phone and this camera, which is not a DSLR. So the footage tonight should be a lot better, and I'm super excited for that.
I'm going to have the camera like pointing this way. I can't switch over on this side or it'll look like I'm actually walking back this way again. Right. So that's the 180 degree rule.
I always wake up like usually 3 pounds heavier the next morning, and that's just because it's so high in sodium. Like you have the soy sauce, and then seaweed itself is super high in sodium as well, so you're just going to retain a whole bunch of water from that. So the next day I always try to drink extra water, or at least be mindful of how much I am drinking. Just as an example, this morning, well, let me think. Yesterday morning, I woke up 161. This morning, I woke up 165. And now already today, it's like the middle of the day, and I'm still 165, which is what I like normally weigh on any given day. So after like 12 hours or like 24 hours, that water weight is just gonna come right back out. So I think that eating sushi is fine. If you are gonna eat sushi, I'd recommend going with like traditional rolls, so like California roll, vegetable-based rolls rather than the like deep-fried ones or like the ones with a lot of mayo and stuff like that. And then also just keeping your water intake up. If you're deep into prep and you want your weigh-ins to be more consistent, then refeeding with sushi is probably not a good idea because you can expect to see like a 4 or 5 pound swing. Oh, another thing that I forgot to say actually, I actually water down this, so like I'm not gonna do it now, but when I'm at the restaurant, I didn't get into that. Okay, let me get some scissors. So yeah, I'm not gonna do it now, but when I'm at the restaurant, I'll water down the soy sauce a little bit. So I'll just like siphon up a little bit of water with my straw and then squirt it into the soy sauce just to bring the sodium count down a little bit. And I do find it is just like a little bit too salty, so it tastes a little bit better if it's watered down a bit. Yeah, I don't know. When you follow an intuitive eating plan, you want to kind of eat slowly, and I could easily smash the rest of that, but I feel full, so it's gonna be it for me for that meal. And I also didn't eat a lot of protein in that meal, so I'm gonna have a protein shake. This is the supplement cupboard. As you can see, there's not much in there. This is my protein strawberry. This stuff's pretty good. It's not as good with water though, but it's really, it's really good with milk. And this is Costco. This is Costco's other type of whey, Lean Fit. This stuff is actually okay. I think I'm gonna go with this one actually. I've said this in other videos, but I don't know. I've got a bunch of new subscribers, I think. So one thing you guys want to do when you are checking out different types of whey is look at the ingredients and see if there's either glycine, taurine, or creatine added. And if they add those, then that means that the protein is amino spiked, so the nitrogen content when it's analyzed is measured higher than what it actually, than what the protein in it would reflect. So basically it's junk and there's not as much protein in it as the label claims. So you always want to make sure you're checking that. I remember a nice few, probably like 4 or 5 years ago, there was a guy on the bodybuilding.com MISC who ran a bunch of different types of protein through his lab, like through his undergrad lab, and he analyzed like the amount of protein in each different types of whey. And I remember that the Costco Kaizen whey was like the highest, so it was something like 90 or 95% of the value claimed on the label. And the worst one was it was a Walmart brand. I forget what it was now. I think it might have been 6 Star, and it was only like 15 or 20% of the amount of protein that was claimed on the label, which is crazy. So you want to be careful and make sure you're going with a brand that I don't know, is established and that is trustworthy. And in my experience, the best way to check for that is by having some sort of third-party testing, or by, I mean, if you don't have that, then just checking the ingredients and seeing if there's any added taurine, glycine, or creatine. Oh, and one thing that I could have done, probably should have done, is if you want to try to eat a little less at your meal, is have your protein shake before the meal, not after it like I did. Because whey protein has like kind of like a unique satiating effect. So if you eat it before your meal, you'll probably be less likely to overeat at the meal. And that's particularly useful if you're not tracking macros or anything. Alright guys, so we just got here at the gym. We're going to hit a back workout. The clip just before this is my pre-workout meal. So, since Robin has been gone, I've been getting more and more lazy with my meals. So for breakfast I had egg whites and hash browns, then leftover sushi, then a protein shake, and then egg whites and hash browns again. So I decided that actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this workout in the next vlog, just so that I don't have 2 edits in the one vlog. So that is going to conclude this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you in the next vlog. These are getting worn down. Bro.
Where's Mom?
Bro.
Thanks.
Bro, you've been thinking about that all day. Just accepting it.
Yeah, man. Look. So, guys, I have a craving for this Hershey Kiss.
Since that video,
So
can't stop thinking about them.
I'm accepting it.